Hoo. Okay, that works now. Give me a second. It's fucking good. I'm eating food right now, bro. So like, give me a shout out. Or turn off my light. No, I want to do it. It was 6 o'clock. I have my mouth open. I got my light and my Coke. Okay. Okay, let me figure this out. I wish I had a cover. I don't. I don't need any of this. I think I need my headphones. So I'll put those on. Which will be hard. Because putting shit over my head is impossible. Okay. That should be good. Alright. Okay, I think I'm good. So, I'm going. Excuse me. We're gonna talk about this because fudge. I should have saved this. I like this picture. Here, I'm gonna save it under stupid slut. I don't know. Stupid slut. There we go. I should probably post this to my Discord server. I should also do that. Give me a second to do that, which is always, for some reason, really difficult on YouTube for whatever reason. See? Yes, okay, so that's working. So I can just do that. Okay, that's simple. Okay, maybe I'm the one that's just dumb. Whatever. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna give it a few seconds. And I'm going to save this, and I'm going to, while I'm giving it a few seconds, I'm going to go into another, I'm thinking of going into another picture so I can do something while I'm here. Which one was that? I want to say it was, which one was it? I don't want to show, I've been drawing porn lately, so I don't want to show the porn. Yeah. Do I have the porn though? Nope, see, almost did. Hopefully it's not in my phone. Which one? I think it's in the thumbnails actually, for some reason. Let's see. Where's that one picture I've been doing? Or I just started on anyways? It's here, give me a second. I'm gonna wait for people to come in and then I'm going to start. But let me find this picture first so I can be drawing something while I'm here. I just had it. I just saw it. Somebody is ringing my phone. Where are you? But where though? But I just had this picture. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go into my recently saved. That's great. I wanna say was this one? Let's hope. No. I need to see large images. What is that one? Is that one? Okay, found it. Okay. I'm making a cute boy thing. It's a whole thing. I've just been weirdly drawing cuter things. I think that I consider cute. Anyways, okay. Oop. Touching my mic. What's up? How you doing? Okay. We should talk about it now, I guess. That'd be easiest. So let's talk about it now. Okay. So we're talking about specifically a mouthful of syrup. We're talking about the Pyrocynical situation. Now, I basically already got my feelings out, but I'm trying to kind of grasp everything and put everything together because I can't necessarily read screenshots, because a lot of it's screen recording, some of it's blurry, it's hard. So I'm just trying to like get everything together so I can record it tonight and edit tomorrow and maybe have it up by tomorrow, if not have it up by the next day. So, am I loud enough? Because I've been very quiet and I have to be very quiet because people are going to sleep now. Yes, I think I'm decently loud. If I'm not loud enough, I'm sorry. I'm a quiet person. But since we're on the subject of this, there's okay. Let me write it down for you if you don't know. Basically, a person named, I forget the full name, but their name is, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Actually, that's bad. I forgot. We'll go with they. Their name is Ivory, and they made a Twitter post accusing what's his name, Pyrocynical, of grooming. Now, I saw this because someone I forget why, either somebody retweeted it or somebody liked it or something like that, and so I saw it. I think I didn't pay any mind, but then I saw Nicholas Diorio like either replying to it or referencing it, and I was like, oh, okay, so I don't think there's no validity to it, but there's something there, but not enough there to even call it an accusation, if that makes sense. When there's something there where it's like, oh, this is something, but we don't know if there's too much, there's enough there yet. Nothing's really like solidly proven or even kind of proven, but they swear they have screenshots and things like that. So, with that being said, I was a bit skeptical at first. You know what I mean? I didn't know really what to think, and so I kept following it. And so I usually, when I'm trying to follow something, I'll put it in not the bookmark, but the bookmark tab. Like how you can bookmark things on Twitter. So I bookmarked it, and I try to keep up with it as much as I can. And boy, it just went in a turn I don't know if I was expecting. I thought this was gonna have nothing to it, and I was gonna be talking about nothing, and I didn't even care. I don't even like, nor do I watch Pyrocynical. That's why I was like, I know his face, but I don't care about this man at all. But now it's turned into, okay, these are looking legitimate here, and I don't know how to feel about it. What it is now, excuse me, what it is now at this point, I hate my neighbors. You hear that? I know you hear that. It's like 7 at night. I get that's kind of early, but you're not doing that for a reason. You're not going anywhere. They want to be annoying. I've never had attention-seeking neighbors until, that's a lie. I've never had attention-seeking neighbors until I got to this state. Cause they were ready to go, they would have left. I'm about to get mad. I'm so angry because they were doing it before I started too. I want to talk, but I'm angry. Okay, I'm gonna calm myself down. I'm gonna let it go. Okay, so now to the point where most of the screenshots and pretty much most of the evidence is either confirmed by people that know Pyro, that confirm that it's his Discord, it's his old ID and whatnot, like they've confirmed it. His girlfriend, for some reason, I'm gonna try hard to ignore that noise out there. His girlfriend DM'd Ivory and made it way worse, and basically confirmed it before we even really, really solidly confirmed the Discord messages. At least confirmed that they were aware of it, right? And then the what is it called? What's it called? Damn, I forgot just now. The dates match up. Like, there are, it's hard to say that this isn't true at this point. Now, it could be like faked screenshots in the sense of, they could have well, I was gonna say actually that they could have manipulated the conversation and things like that, but I just found out because I went to go look at the information all again because I thought I saw something that I did not see, so I'm not gonna even talk about it because what I thought I saw isn't what I saw, so I'm not gonna even spread that around. But apparently they showed they showed it shittily like they did before, but they showed from the top of the conversation to the bottom, and not like greatly so you can't really see all of the conversation. But I've seen, that was my biggest thing, was what was the beginning of this conversation, because it could have been anything and then it could have been twisted into being something different. But no, they had a full on, like, it was a full on conversation where they had been talking since 2016. So this has been like, and that's where it was like, okay, you can't really fake. It's hard. Let me say that. Let me not say you can't. It's hard to fake years of conversation that you can show on video. It's a whole thing. Like, I would show you guys the receipts, but it's I got like 42 tabs open. I don't want to ruin it because I don't want to ruin like what I have here. But you go on Ivory's excuse me, my nose is stuffed up. I'm sick. But if you go on Ivory's Twitter, you can see them retweeting someone they gave the screen recording to, and you can see the entire thing. And so I was like, oh damn, that was my one question. That was one of my biggest questions. Like, what was the beginning of this conversation? And he was like, but here it is though. And I'm like, okay. And it might be a she again. I don't remember their. Let me actually look it up because I have. Okay, I'm just gonna make a new tab. Let me look it up and see what they. Any pronoun is fine. Okay, so I don't know their pronoun. So I'm gonna go with they for right now because we don't know if it's a girl, boy, he, she. We don't know. It sounded over the screen recording like a he, but again, they go by whatever. So, I don't know. You know what I mean? But this is not looking good for our boy Pyro. I'll just say it like that. Sorry for not reading you guys stuff. Let me just get this out first. I don't like, you guys know my memory is like shot. So let me get this out first so then I can read your stuff and I can talk about it. It's the whole thing. But I do have still other questions because honestly, on the sense of is this grooming, I don't know. I think it's up to interpretation type thing. You know, I'm not the police, but in my personal opinion, I don't think it was grooming. Is he a creep if these allegations are true? Yes. Because one of my questions also is like why he did it. You know, if he did do it. Because it's different if you just want to do, because it's like, okay, how can I explain this? This is gonna sound creepy. If I were to want to do that with any of you guys, which I don't, and I would never, I got some man and I can just go get somebody my age. But if I were to groom someone or do something like that, it's a dumb thought to do that. To do that while you have a platform of any type coming from someone who has access or knew about your server or your platform or who you are. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? In the sense of that's kind of sketchy. because why didn't he just go on like a role play server where some people are going to a group that likes that type of stuff and then see that stuff, or follow people on a separate account with that type of stuff? Why did he not do that? That's where it's like, I don't know if he had malicious intent behind it. You know what I mean? Because it seemed like he did, if you take that in consideration, because why specifically was it your fans? Was it because you could manipulate them later in the fact? Or am I thinking too much into it, and is it just a thing of, oh, you were just being stupid? But with that information, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think someone could just, especially because he's admitted, in the accusations, he's admitted to doing it multiple times with multiple people. So at that point, especially multiple fans, at that point, it stops being an accident. It stops being like I just did this with one person, didn't think about it, and it becomes like okay, what was your intention behind it? Do you get what I'm saying? And not saying that his intentions were, not pure, or, well, obviously they weren't, but not saying his intentions weren't, I guess, innocent. You know what I mean? Not saying it was innocent, it was not innocent, but not saying his intentions weren't innocent, just saying that it's hard for me to say, because we don't know his side of it yet, which I'm waiting for to make like a full thing on. But at this point, I kind of want to make a video. I want to talk about this. I don't know why. I might just let this stream up and wait for him to say something. But like, it might be a thing of like, sorry, I moved the mic. It might be a thing of like the Cry situation where we don't hear from him ever again. We have not heard Cry's side of things in ever, and he's not coming back, it seems like. So it could be the exact same thing, especially because his girlfriend fucked that whole thing up for him. Oh, it could be like, we could be talking to nobody, But I don't know. With all the evidence there, it seems like he was being a creep. We don't know yet. I would want to hear his side, just in case he has a reasonable explanation, or more information, or something else. You know what I mean? There could be a logical explanation to this that we're just not thinking about, or we just don't see the evidence for. But it's looking pretty bad for my boy here. And I don't want to believe that I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't think that. I don't think he is like, it specifically was like a kid thing. I don't know if it was that specifically. Maybe he wanted to manipulate them because he knew it would be easy. That's different. But I don't think it was like, he likes kids. I don't think it's that type of thing. I guess I have to hear his side if it's a grooming thing or not, honestly, because technically I don't think it is, but it depends on what he says his intentions were, because if his intentions don't match up with the evidence, then he's just kind of full of shit and it's bullshit. Well, if his intentions are just like, oh, this is how I felt, then it could have been a whole thing. It's just, I wish he would talk about it. And people were just like, well, give him time and give him like a month and a half. I heard somebody say give him a month and a half. I'm like, no, I'm not giving him a month and a half to respond to this. If you have proof otherwise, you need to come out and say it. If you don't have proof otherwise, just, if nothing, admit that you're wrong so we know, and then come out with a statement later. But don't just be like, well, we're giving him a month and a half to cool off and then get a statement. No. These types of things need to be like I'm not waiting for you. Because it could pass. Information can be misconstrued. Like, if you have the evidence, point blank period, that you are innocent, then you have it. You know what I mean? Ivory, it's been like some days and he showed us a good chunk of evidence, or they have rather. Not saying that it's great or it's the best quality or anything like that, but I'm sure the person is overwhelmed because I don't think they thought it would be this much. Because they seem like every time I see a screen recording from them or a new one, they have like a sigh of them like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm sure they're getting hella messages. they're probably getting death threats. I know for a fact they're getting people that just say that they're sus and they don't believe him, and I mean the most aggressive way possible. Not just how I'm doing, like where I don't know if you're telling the truth or not, and this is looking sketchy, but still, like some people are aggressive with it and being like the worst people about it. And so I don't know what's happening right now. I'm just gonna hope that this is not as bad as it seems, because even if he's a creep, that's better than it being like some really nefarious shit behind it. So I'm gonna hope that he talks about it, it's better. Also, I saw I saw somebody in the corner of my eye. Yes, I'm talking about Crytonic when I say cry. But let me try to read the recent ones first so I can my life, get my life. Oh, also, he said a lot of the N-word. If this is true, I'm not saying it's true, but if it's true, he said the N-word a lot. Like, it was like every other thing was Negro, like nigger, like what is this? And I kept reading it like, what? That's why I was like, maybe this isn't true, because it's a lot of the N-word. But then, like, once it started coming out, like, this kind of could be true, I'm like, that's a lot of the N-word. Like, every other thing was him saying the N-word. And I'm like, is this normal? Is this like his MO? Because I know that a lot of people, like, YouTubers back in the day, like, should be their MO. But, like, is it? Should I be surprised about this? Or should it just be like, no, he's done this before, or he used to do this? Because I don't know. But let me read this. I'm sorry. Let me read your stuff. I'm sorry. let me shut up. Crytonic, he was weird. It's like he admitted to it, but then he didn't, but then he was vague about it. Crytonic's whole thing was like, he basically admitted to it, but also like he kept kind of like going back. It was weird. Like, it was a whole weird ass situation. And I think at the end, I think he did fully admit to it, but he also said that something, I don't know, he said something in his last statement that just was vague, and basically said, to wait. I think it was like, he gave off the impression that we should wait for his reply, and then we haven't heard from him since. I'm just gonna wait it out until something happens. It seems fishy at the moment, but I guess it's just me. Yeah, no. Don't get me wrong, this whole thing could be fishy because there's a lot of information that we're not seeing, or a lot of stuff that we're not seeing. Like, we still haven't technically seen that. Oh, wait, no, actually, we still haven't. I don't think we have, unless I'm wrong and I'm missing something here. Technically, I don't think we've seen that it was confirmed. I'm sorry that you guys just see a thing on screen that I'm not drawing, but I think it's not confirmed that I think it's confirmed that he could have known of it. No, it's a lie, because I think they linked up on Twitter, and they've been talking since 2018. Yeah, they were talking since 2016 actually, to 2018, I believe. So at one point, actually at the beginning of the conversation, they were exchanging like Twitter and whatnot from what I could see. So I can't even say that it's not confirmed that absolutely without a shadow of doubt he knew the age of the person, but I think if you've been conversing with someone for 2 years, even if it's on and off, I think at one point the conversation of age would have came up, and even then, age is in the tweets and in the bio from what he says, or from what Ivory says, it was in their bio. But it was on a tweet, and there was full access to the Twitter. It's not like the Twitter was, private or anything. So there's still a chance that maybe he didn't know and he was just like not even caring about this person like that. That is a possibility. But, you know, they also had calls. That's something I also saw. They had calls together from what I could see. So that could have been discussed over a call. It could have been discussed off of the platform. It could have, like, there could have been so many different scenarios, you know. I'm sorry if I'm moving. Am I moving the mic? I feel like I'm moving the mic. Let me look if I'm moving the mic. Give me a second. I am. I'm kind of moving the mic every so often. If I'm moving the mic, please tell me. If you hear like the little like, because the cord's right here and I can't really do much about it. So sorry if I'm moving the mic. You guys gotta tell me this type of stuff. I'm not reading it, but yeah. Crunchy mic. I'm sorry. I'm moving like it's right here because, you know, my life is pain. So sorry if I'm moving the mic and it's fucking with you guys. I'm sorry. My bad. Also I'm talking low, so there's that too. Okay, that knocking was scaring the shit out of me. Fuck that was. Let's see. Hey, gotta go. I'm getting slushies. I'll watch it later. I'll leave the stream up later. Yeah, it's fine. I'll leave this one up because I don't think we've said anything too bad, but hopefully I haven't. So far. Luna, that's dangerous. Look at Projerk, look at Proctor, look at Slazo. It's not that simple. Sometimes it's a reasonable thing to ask for. However, he should at least make a I think you meant simpler tweet saying he will address it, or a he should make a singular. That's it. That's the word I'm trying to see from far away. A singular tweet saying he will address it. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. It's like just make it known that like you know and see what the fuck is happening. You know what I mean? Don't keep us guessing, you know. But you're right. That's why I'm you know, when the evidence is stacked against people, especially because he just uploaded a video or something. Yeah, no, he just uploaded a video. It's like I don't know, especially because his girlfriend DM'd Ivory not like what, a day or so ago, so he has to be aware of it. I can't even say he can't. He has to be aware of it because if she's aware of it, DMing somebody about it, there's no way that he can't be aware of it, you know. And so again, not saying that he's guilty, but it's not looking good for my boy. It's not looking good for him. You know what I mean? We don't know for sure that he's guilty, but with the evidence, it all is matching up. Friends of his are being like, yeah, that was his Discord server. The conversation is being weird. Again, not saying that he's a pedophile. He's a creep. He's a danger to kids in society. However, this is sketch. It's just simply sketch. You know? So, there's that. Let's see what else. I should read the rest. I should read what you guys said at the beginning. Let's see. Sorry if like the mic is I'm just really, you know, like far away from it. I can't help but to sit back. It's kind of like it's a whole thing with me. I believe that the DMs are real, but I don't think it's grooming. At the worst, he's being extremely inappropriate to a 15-year-old, and he should own up to that. I'm still waiting for his response to see if he owns up to his actions. Yeah, same. Again, I don't know if it's grooming or not. I don't know if it's technically grooming. I have to go look up all that shit. That's a helicopter. That's what that noise is. But, yeah, same. Like, he shouldn't necessarily own up to it. If he's not guilty, then say something. But if he is, this should be addressed in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's just like, hey guys, I see what's happening. I'm going to talk about it soon. Give me a minute. Either I'm compiling the evidence, I'm overwhelmed right now, so I don't want to speak out of my ass. Anything like that would be fine. You know what I mean? But all we've gotten so far is some bullshit from his girlfriend that does not make him look good right now. I've heard that the texts that were supposed to be from him were written in American English, as in spelling and stuff. Pro is British. It could be a thing. It could have also been like it depends, because when you're on the internet, like, example, how can I explain it? I'm more country, but I watch people that are in Canada and in different countries, and sometimes I pick up their slang, how they talk. I also pick up their mannerisms because I just like them. I've watched them to the point where it's like, I've watched you since I was, 18. Like, I'm gonna start speaking kind of like you know what I mean? So it could also be that. But that is a good point, that it also could not be him, because, to be fair, you can change. Again, I don't know, because, again, it's from 2016, so you could change all of that text if you wanted to, if you really wanted to go that deep. But there also would have to be like there don't have to be a motive, but I feel like there should be a motive to that or something. See, it could be a thing though. That's very possible. It's just, it's kind of, it's more of like a, I don't want to say a flimsy argument, because that's not true. It's just, that's the thing where, if he brought that up, that'd be different. But like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because that's another thing, that a lot of people act like they know him. Like, they're like, they've been watching him for years. I don't think he would ever do this. This doesn't even sound like him. Like, what are you guys talking about? We don't know people and how they talk in private, how they talk with their friends, how even some people, how they talk and the way they talk changes with who they're talking to and what environment they're in. You know what I mean? It's like how you talk professional at work, but you talk a little bit more ghetto at home. You know what I mean? Like, I yell at home and I yell here, but if you met me in person, like a regular person on the street, I'd be the quietest, shyest person. I don't like talking to people. I don't like that type of stuff. It gives me anxiety. I'm not that person. You wouldn't just get like a hey bitch from me. You get that online, but you're not gonna get that in person. So it could be a different thing there. It's just like, that's like one of those, like, my tinfoil hat's right here and it's tingling, because now that's an obsessive thing for me, where I'd like start deconstructing how he talks here and then matching it up to the DMs. I'm not doing all that, but that's what it makes me want to do, What other, oh, Mango, I'm sorry. I think you already left, but we were talking about the allegations against Pyrocynical, if you haven't figured it out. But I think she left. I think that's what it was. It was either her or Vanilla. I forget. It's a he. Oh, it's a he. Okay. I didn't know. I was like, it sounds like a he, but I don't know if like it's a, I don't want to say nothing, so I want to say they until, okay, so it's a he. That's what I thought. But some people had been calling them she, I think, at one point. So I didn't know who it was or what it was. Yeah, they have seen that, I've seen that same allegation that they have lied about their age. Again, it was never discussed in DMs. Apparently, it was available for Pyro to see if these were true, but it was never discussed during DMs. But them lying about their age, I haven't. I've seen no actual proof of this. I've seen the allegation that's a thing, but I've not seen proof of that. And Tommy C did confirm their age, and they could obviously be lying about that too, but still. he did as much as he could to confirm their age and who, how old they are and whatnot. So, yeah. It could be true though. They could be lying in their teeth. Yeah. Yeah, Ivy proved that he was 15. Hey, oh yeah, I forgot that Pyro was like what, 19, 18, 19 at the time. So it also could be a thing of there could have been like a mindset thing, because I don't like talking about this part of it, and I probably won't ever bring this up in a video, but that is a factor. The mindset of someone who just turned out, an adult is different from the mindset of someone my age. I've been 3 years in adulthood. My mindset has changed of like who it's weird for me to interact with kids in a kidly manner. Even me being like I'm a daycare teacher, you know what I mean? Or well, I'm not, but like I used to be a assistant daycare teacher, right? So I would help the kids and I would interact with them. It felt like a different vibe because I was 19, 20, well, recently 21, but at least COVID shut that down. But I was to an age where I'm like, I feel like an adult now. Like I feel like I'm not like a kid helping you guys out and all that. Even though my mom was with me, it wasn't like a thing like that. It was like, no, I'm an adult. Like you guys look at me like I look at 40-year-olds. Like it's different. But if I was still 18, I'd be like, I'm just an older kid. Like I'm just like a big kid. Like I'm not with y'all like that. But that is kind of a cop-out excuse, to be fair, because even then, again, he could have done like a roleplay server thing or not, or he could have done one, but it's just weird that he specifically went for people randomly. When if you have that kind of kink or fetish, or even if you're just doing this for laughs and goofs, because that could be a thing also. This could have either been from like a sexual point of view or just like a laugh or a goof. Either way, you could have gone to websites to do that. You could have done that with your friends. There are options. You had a girlfriend at the time, I believe. I think he did. Or he at least knew people, or at least knew his girlfriend or was aware of her. You could have done it with them, just got the pictures and like, cool, sweet, let me show this to people, haha, this is funny. But the conversation went to a whole like role play, so it's like, okay, well, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just weird, I was not a teacher. Okay, I'm 21. I was a teacher. I don't got the skills for that. But like I was assistant, so like I cleaned, I taught sometimes, I sometimes took over, I would help them with things. I taught young kids, like preschoolers, like around that age. So like it's not like I like I was teaching. Well, no, preschool. Well, no, it was like baby to school age, like around that. But I really was only in the preschool to toddler room. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But my point is that it could have been a thing like that. It could have been a number of things. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that even if he did do this, right? Let's go with that hypothetical. This man, I should be drawing. This man did it, and we got all the evidence that we need. He did it. He admitted to it. Let's just say that's the hypothetical we're going with. Nothing that happened. It's just a hypothetical. There's now a whole conversation of, is this malicious? Was this a thing of he just wanted to take advantage of this person? Was it a thing of it was for goofs and gaffs? Was it just a sexual thing? Was it a thing of like, what was it? That's a whole other conversation, and it's like, I don't know. With all the conversation I literally was screenshotting, or not screenshotting, but I was pausing the screen recording every 5 seconds, turning the videos on, like downloading the videos, turning them on real slow, and trying to figure it out. Because I just wanted to see what was the conversation like. That's why I noticed like all the N-words, because I was trying to like figure out, okay, how were they talking? What was the conversation? How, like, what did this sound like? You know, and it's hard for me to think of anybody doing something like this in a malicious or like purposely inappropriate way. So I don't want to think that. But I'm kind of, it's not out of the woods. It's in my mind. I can't like separate it at this point because it's just an option that I do have to consider. However, you know, again, we have to wait for this man's response if he gives one. Now, I know a lot of people love this guy, and this is like someone they've looked up to, someone they've watched. I get it, right? I don't, actually, I'm a lie. I'm lying here. I don't get it. I've never watched him, but I don't look up to a lot of people like that. And if I do, I'm not going to be like, what? I can't believe, like, I liked Shane Dawson for the longest time. Loved everything the man did. Watch his shit all the time. Watch playlists of his shit over and over again. When the shit came out about what he did, I was like, you know what? I knew about the blackface stuff. But I was like, people can change. I'm not that type of, like, it's a whole thing. I was like, people can change. I'm still like that. People can change. You're still a dick for what you did, but you can change. But when the other stuff came out that I didn't know about, I was like, you know what? I like your content. Unsubscribe. Can't watch you no more. Like, can't do it. No. My morals tell me no. So, until you show me some growth, and that you're not a creep, you gotta go. Goodbye. And it wasn't hard for me to do that because I guess I like people and I watch people. I find you funny, I find you entertaining, but I think that's one of the dangerous parts about the internet for people that are younger. This idolization. It's like people, even just seeing kids idolize toys is now weird for me. I mean that, like, I love Dora, or like my niece, she loves Vampirina. What's her name? Vampirina, some weird vampire kid's toy, right? She loved Vampirina. She was Vampirina for Halloween. It was a whole thing. She's not obsessed with it. Like, she doesn't need her Vampirina all the time. But I know kids that have that type of like grasp on stuff. You know what I mean? And it's weird now because I'm like, because that attachment type thing to something that you love that's not real, or it's not like a person, or it's not like a person that's close to you and loves you, you know, just like a toy, a doll, like people's kids are really attached to like, people's kids who are attached to like minions and shit. No, I don't like that because that's like a gateway for me to think, oh, you could do, like, I could be a YouTuber that you're idolizing, and then you're just like, of course I'll come over, 4 states to see you. I love you. Like, I don't want that for anybody, It's hard. I don't know. In my experience, British people that I've come into contact avoid the N-word more often than not. They prefer to stick with their own slang. Yeah. I would think. But then also it's like, it's hard. Okay, with the internet, it's kind of hard to tell whether somebody would do something like that. Because, like, my boyfriend used to say it. You know what I mean? Like, he did. He used to say it. And his group of friends that he had, they used to say it. You know what I mean? It was a whole thing. And so I want to say, like, that person would never do that. I think, I want to say, like, he was peer pressured into it. It was a whole thing. No. I think, again, it depends on your environment, who you're with, and what people are saying to you. My niece needs this. Oh no, that's not my niece. That's somebody else outside. I don't know who the fuck, whose kids. Um, but I lost my train of thought because I yell, or I scream rather. I'm sorry if I keep like sniffling. I'm sorry if I keep saying I'm sorry. I'm sick. I'm sorry. I think he could have done that. You know what I mean? Because even thinking about like the fetish porn stuff, it all could be a possibility. I don't know if I did see a video actually on Twitter that he said the N word, but I think it was like the context was that he was just reading it off. But because I was like, that could show that I don't know that saying that he uses the word or whatnot. That could have obviously been like a thing of him just parroting what he's seeing, but also like it's like a thing of if you're conscious of it or you know what it means or why you shouldn't say it. I don't think that you would even say it trying to repeat something. You know what I mean? Because you could just bleep it out. It's simple as this word beep. It's like a beep. It's a simple thing you can do. So I don't know, man, because I don't know his content. That's another thing. I don't know his content at that time, so I don't know if like he used to say it or if he is known for the edgier part of his career or anything like that. Because that could have been a thing where like he used to be a bit more edgier. You know what I mean? And so it's a lot. It's harder for me, especially because I'm not connected to this like everybody else. I think that's why I like talking about stuff like this specifically, because I'm not connected. I don't watch his content. It's not a whole thing for me. It was literally just like I saw it because of a few people, and I was like, okay. But is this true though? You know what I mean? It's hard to say. Again, I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't seen it yet. I don't think he has a Twitter. Can you guys confirm with me whether he has a Twitter or not? I haven't seen a Twitter. Right? I tried looking on his channel. I saw no Twitter linked. I don't know if he has anything. I saw a Facebook, but I didn't see a Twitter. Let me look it up just in case, because I didn't see a Twitter, but I could always obviously be wrong or just lazy and not looking up what I should be looking up. Here, I'll just search Pyrocynical. Okay, allegations came up. That's okay. Does he have a girl? I don't care about that. I just want to see Twitter. Okay, I see a YouTube. I see a wiki. I see a Reddit. Oh, is this even a Reddit for him specifically? Let me look that up. Facebook still a thing. He has an Instagram, I think. Let's see. I have several things on. Why do I always? I freaking hate. I don't want to do that. I fucking hate this. Okay, let me go back to the Reddit. Yeah. Okay. I don't see anything. Yeah, his Reddit's bare as well. I don't even know people that still use Reddit, to be fair. Come on. Okay. Wow. Oh. Yeah, no, his Twitter's pretty, or not Twitter, his Reddit's pretty bare. Let's see about dog. Oh my god, whoever has their dog out, go somewhere. Go to the beginning. Go to the end of the thing. Like, stop. I hate my neighbors. Instagram posted something 2 weeks ago. Cool. Yep. So he's been inactive. So he doesn't have any form of not Reddit, but Twitter that I can see. No real social media he's been active on, from what I can see. That's So even if he posts something, he's gonna have to post a video. Now I look at it, because at this point, if you go on Reddit and be like, "Hey guys on Reddit, no, I haven't posted in a while. I'm innocent," it'd be weird. So he's gonna have to post a video, even if it's a video being like, "I see what's happening, give me something." I don't know. I think he got banned from it. I don't know. What's going on? I'm confused. Allegations against Pyrocynical. You can look at the stream later, but I don't want to explain it all again. It's too much. Yo, what's popping? What's up, bro? We're talking about allegations. Well, we kind of finished talking about it. At this point, we're just kind of speculating on some stuff. I'm sorry, I'm hungry. I had to eat, I'm sorry. I don't subscribe to gender roles. No, but I don't like to think of gender roles, but I just am a dude. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I'm just a man. That's what this is. But to be honest, with all the shit that's been going on, all the people who have been being exposed lately and all that shit, I wouldn't say I'm not surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is what happened. You know what I mean? Not because of who he is, not because I don't like him, not because of any of that. Just because you don't know who people are online. We want to think that we know somebody. Oh, I've watched them for years. I know them. Y'all don't know me. You don't even know. Well, some of you guys do, but some of y'all don't even know what I look like. You don't know. I could be I could be a cat in disguise. I could be a white person pretending to be someone black. I could be saying the N-word all day and night. Took some black girls' pictures on Facebook and acted like who I was who I was. You don't even know my real name. But no, actually, you guys don't know me. You don't know anybody. You don't know any of us. Any person that you see online, you just don't know them. They can be a shitty person. Looks can be very deceiving. I've learned that over the years, that people can look and smile in your face and just be the nicest people, and then one day just fuck you over. Like, not give two fucks about anything about you. And that could even be like family and people around you. People that you consider your best friends could literally become like, just switch up on you as soon as something gets hard, anything gets difficult. As soon as, like, at any moment, it could be done. You know what I mean? Excuse me. You would stay longer, but you gotta go to sleep. I get it. I'm gonna keep this up, but I don't know. I do want to hear how you guys feel. How do I make that kind of face? It's hard for me to make anybody with open mouth without them looking like my avatar, basically, like this. So I'm trying to be like, how would I... If it was a shocked face, but still a shocked, like, soft face, it would be like a... How do I... Now I gotta look up mouths. That's great. No, but I want to hear how you guys feel. I know you've been telling me, but just in case anybody has anything else to say it now. what was it? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Like I was like that, you're like, I don't trust Ivory. If I was sus. Nah, I get it, girl. It's yeah, pretty much. That is another thing. This doesn't take away from the allegations, but it is very highly possible that Ivory could be purely doing this out of spite. Because he's a clout chaser, because he's like, wow, this thing happened to me, and it could totally be that could just be a thing of, well, I have this information on this person. Everybody else is getting all this praise and clout for coming out. Why don't I do it too? Maybe they have no emotional ties to it. I don't know. They sound genuine. They sound genuinely tired and irritated and frustrated and sad to me. But I'm a good actor. I can cry on cue. I've been a girl all my life. When you're a sensitive person, it's real easy for you to keep up that sensitive act. Not saying that that's what he's doing, but that could be the case. So it could genuinely be that. Every victim, even if they are a victim, it doesn't mean that they have good intentions when coming out with something. It doesn't always mean that that's the case. It doesn't take away that they're a victim or that anything happened to them. You know what I mean? But sometimes, every time you want it to be like a personal growth thing. You always want it to be, it's because, it's tearing them up inside and it's a problem and they need to get through it, and this is, them, having that strength. That's what you want it to be. But that's not always the case. And until we see something otherwise, I'm going to have to take their word for it that they're just really distraught about this. But it could be, if we see something otherwise, that it could be a malicious type thing. Doesn't take it away from whatever allegations, if the allegations are true or not, but it still is a possibility. I'm looking at mouths right now. I need to look up mouths. Mouths. What can I look up? I guess drawing shocked mouths. Shocked mouths. Excuse me, you're gonna hear me burping. I had a Coke, so burps are coming. I will say the memes on Twitter, Pyro groomed me 2 memes, they've got a chuckle out of me. Okay. Okay. That's okay. At first, because there was no validity to their claims. Yes, I agree. It got a chuckle out of me when it was starting to look like they were making it up because they weren't really replying to people's comments with any facts. They were just saying, they were like, at one point he had given sketchy facts, and then they were retweeting people that had no evidence. And when they did that, I was like, okay, this is looking sketchy. I'm starting not to believe you at all. You're starting to do things that look sketchy, and I don't think that was their intention. But I was like, okay. And so when I saw some of the memes, they got me. But I was like, you know what? Let me not laugh at this because it could actually be something. So until it's proven false, let me not be this terrible person. But I get what you were saying. Some of them one got a chuckle at me that I'm like, nah, leave thee, Satan. Leave thee. Because we don't know if this is real or not. I'm not a bad person. I'm not going to be a bad person here. Or it could also be a form of closure to closure too if it affects them that badly. Yeah, and again, that's what we would want it to be. We would want to be closure. We want to be someone that's hurting. So we're gonna hope that's what it is. That's what I want to hope. That's what it is. I think it is because of the way they sound, how genuine they are in what they're saying. Well, in some aspects, because some of the aspects they weren't being very genuine. They were kind of being like iffy, you know. But hopefully that we're hoping that like that's what it is, and until I see evidence otherwise, that's what I'm going to believe. So did Pyro say the N word and groom a minor? Are those the accusations? Oh, yes. The accusation is that, well, the accusation is still kind of iffy, but the accusation is that he groomed a minor or a minor at the time named Ivory when he was 15. And that the N-word thing really isn't being talked about. But I just wanted to say that because I was just seeing so many times that he said it. He said nigger. He said, I don't think he said nigga. I think it was mainly going to the Nigger, I think. I think he was staying to that. And then there was Negro. There was a lot. It's a lot of things that were references, if not straight up the N-word. You know what I mean? But the main accusation that people are really talking about is the grooming. Again, the grooming's up in the air. Period. Even if this turns out to be what it is, if he actually groomed the person, that's up in the air. But him messaging the person, if it turned out to be true, would be a thing. Like they were being very inappropriate when messaging this minor. Even just him knowing if it was a minor is kind of a big thing, because this was just him role playing with another adult. It would be a weird power dynamic, and it would be super weird and super like no, but you could chalk it up to he didn't know his platform and things like that. That's more excusable. You know what I mean? That's more of like a don't do that type of thing again. But if it turns out to be more than that, then it's like, I don't know. I don't know about it. Oh, sorry, I hit my plate. Sorry if that was loud. I hit my plate. My bad. No. Who is that screaming? The fuck is that? My nephew? Who is that? Y'all hear that, right? It's not just me, right? The random screaming kids in the background, right? Yeah, I think that's a good enough face. I might change the way the mouth like looks, but that's good enough. I need to work on this. I was supposed to be working on this. Fine. Anyways, I've been talking for an hour. Yeah, I've been talking for an hour. Let's see. Is there anything else? I know there was one more, another thing I wanted to talk and get into the ether, or get out into the ether. Let me see if I can look it up on my phone of notes. Because I have just like a phone. I have a phone. I have a notepad just filled with random shit I want to talk about. Was that it? I think that was it? I think that was it. The only thing I have in my notes that's from recent, or that's not like needs to be a whole video on itself, is insomnia's cancer. I wrote down. I'm just like, okay, cool. I don't know what that meant, but Anyways, I think that's enough for today. I need to finish this drawing. I haven't yet. I definitely need to do it. Kids are just screaming. I don't know if I gave them buck teeth or not. No, yeah, that was it. Anyways, I will see you guys maybe in a day or so because I think I'm gonna talk about this. I want to. Should I wait for Pyro to respond or not? That's my question. Because I want to wait for Pyro to respond and see like what he has to say, but like I don't know. Just the fact that his girlfriend did that. It's iffy to me cuz like there's no way he let her, right? There's no way he let her. So did she do it behind his back or like what was the story there? Now there's another question. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. How do I want his hair? I guess it could be in a bun. I hate that though. Let's have two around here. Yeah, and then the rest of it can be in a bun. Yeah, but yeah, should I wait? Cause I feel like I should wait. Should I wait? What do you think? Even if I wait, I don't know. Just like when at one point, like there's not a lot of options they have. You know, there's not a lot. Because again, if it was just not true, they would have sent it to their YouTube friends. They would have talked to people about it. There would be people being like, listen, I've seen the evidence. We've talked about it. It's not true. That would have been happened. Let's be honest. That would have definitely already happened if it was true. Or if it wasn't true. They would have just seen the evidence and been like, you know, like, listen guys, this isn't true. Or he would have went on a platform in which somebody could have teased an interview or something like that. You know what I mean? Where he showed the evidence. It's not hard for you to vindicate yourself, especially when it comes to DMs and screenshots. Cause it's not like he talked about some allegation that wasn't there other than him seeing his age. But when it comes to all these screenshots fake, you can be like, hey, yeah, these are not fake. You know what I mean? Or these are this, that, and third. Unless he deleted it, and at that point, I guess it is kind of still kind of sketchy. But even then, again, for them to be fake, how would he know you're? Nah, cause the account is deleted actually. Now think about it. No, I'm not even thinking about that. The account is deleted, so that's different. So the account's deleted. How would you prove it then? Okay, actually, let me think about this. Now I gotta think about it. Could you recover? Can you recover a delete? Like, I don't think you can. You might be able to recover messages from Discord. You might be able to recover them. I don't think so. You know what? Never mind. That last part, never mind, because I forgot that the whole thing was deleted. I'm thinking that it's like a. When I say deleted accounts, I usually think of just dead accounts, which are like, it's not deleted, but it's not. I'm not using it. I should have left a long time ago. Anyways, I'm being dumb. I think it's just late and I need to go to sleep. So, I will see you guys later. If you have any more information or anything else comes out that I'm missing or anything, or he makes a statement, I would encourage you, please tell me. Because, you know, I miss shit all the time. But I'm gonna be trying to keep up to date with it as much as I can because it is very interesting. Because this is like it's a weird case, you know. But I will see you guys later, and I'm gonna finish my chicken nuggets and my popcorn shrimp. I'll see you guys later. Bye. No, I'll stop.